here's the great simplifier in any relationship or dating interaction is, am I seeing someone actually invest? Some of my most popular videos are about decoding male language. And that's great. And it can be a lot of fun, but also you have to step back and be like, there's only one language that really matters, which is, am I actually feeling someone trying? You know, I was reading books that were designed for women that were saying, if he doesn't come over, he's just like, he's not interested, don't bother, it's not going anywhere. And I, as a boy who had grown up very shy and afraid of the woman that I really wanted to talk to, I was like, this isn't true. Like, it's exactly the woman I want to talk to that I'm not talking to. So the idea that if I haven't already come over to you, don't bother because I'm not interested. I was like, this is literally the opposite is true. Right. So my feeling at that time was, if I can just get women to be proactive in an area that culturally they've been taught to hang back in, you know, look great and wait until the right person comes along and says hi to you. If I can just get them to be more proactive, then they'll have more choice. Maybe one of the reasons that women are settling for the wrong person is because of a lack of choice. That if they had more options, more quality options, they wouldn't be like, well, I got to settle for this guy. Right? Like, he's not treating me right. He's disrespecting me. He's not everything I want, but what else is there? I thought, if I can get them to a place where there's tons of options, now they'll make better decisions. Now I was half right.
Oh, go on.
Because when I started, more choice was an exhilarating thing for a lot of people. You know, I would have this idea, one of the metaphors that kind of started this whole thing for me was the idea of the handkerchief. I would say to women, look, I'm not trying to make you into the pursuer, but I do want to make sure that you have the power to meet anyone you want, anytime you want, without having to wait. And women would say, I don't want to make the first move. I'm old fashioned. And I'd say, well, I need to make sure you know what old fashioned was. Because old fashioned was a woman 100 years ago walking past a guy, dropping her handkerchief, and then continuing on. He would see the handkerchief. He'd think this is an extraordinary opportunity to be a man. He'd pick it up. He'd walk it over to her and he'd say, madam, you dropped this. And she'd say, did I? They now have a conversation that he thought was his idea. He thought he was the one who started it. It wasn't. She chose him. So what I would teach women at that stage was how to drop the handkerchief, right? He'll still feel like he's making the move, but you're the one who did the choosing. Now, where I was half wrong is, what I didn't realize is that there are certain ways that we're weighing up someone's value wrongly, and certain insecurities in us that make us value the wrong kind of attention. So they drop the handkerchief, all of a sudden guys are picking it up, they're coming over, but, and I say metaphorically dropping handkerchief, I had ways that weren't about carrying around a hanky all day, but guys were picking it up, and then they'd be so excited about that attention that they forgot to qualify whether it was the right kind of attention.
Right.
And so what I started to realize is, attention does not mean intention. We can get lots of attention from someone who has no intention of taking it anywhere further, of having a meaningful connection with us, of having a relationship with us. So I started to now I got a new mission. It's not just to help women create attention, it's to create the right kind of attention and to distinguish between what's attention and what's real intention. And then beyond that, where does intention become true investment? Because intention is great too, but if someone can't deliver, if someone says, I'm intending to treat you great, I'm intending to do right by you, but they did everything wrong by you. They strung you along, they cheated, now it's someone who has intention but can't deliver on those promises. So often, when we're in the right place of trying to measure intention, what are his intentions? What does he mean by that? What does that text message mean? We forget to just ask ourselves the simple question, which is this intention demonstrated in real investment? Is it demonstrated in real actions? And I'm all about looking at who in your life is giving you consistent investment. Who in your life is consistently showing up? And I always say, don't invest in someone based on how much you like them. Invest in them based on how much they invest in you.